We are a weekly podcast, Soul of a Gamer.
Hey, I'm smart this time.
Let's not go that far, okay?
I won't fuck it up again.
I love pressing that button. That was my favorite button. Yes.
It's definitely.
This game gets really fucking weird.
Yeah, so you do acid and then you go into the hamster shit.
And this week is
Night Trap.
Night Trap.
They're right behind you. Night Trap. 10-year-old birthday party. Next scene, kill the kid.
You got to kill the kid. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, car is coming. Throw your body into the car and die. All I could do every time I was playing Ethan was just would start walking around and go, Jason!
Oh, God.
It's just...
I will never shut the fuck up. You will not tell me what to do.
and you will like it.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yes, sir. May I have another? Welcome back,
Please.
everybody.
Welcome.
We are Soul of a Gamer podcast. I am Scott.
And I'm Daddy. I mean, Steven.
Like how you couldn't even get it out. I like how
I know.
you're just like, I am dead. I'm so funny. Oh.
I just wanted to say it just to be
I
fucking
know.
stupid.
Yeah. You just
know.
can't laugh right in the middle. You got to get through the. I am.
And
Daddy.
I am
Wait,
Daddy.
no, fuck. I'm Steven. Yeah, you got to be like
There.
super like
Confident.
confident,
Daddy.
and then you have to
Mm.
correct yourself if you want to, but it's only if you want to.
Okay.
We are a weekly podcast. We tell you about games. We do some hot takes, and we do some other stuff. And this week we're doing hot takes.
Yes, we are. What's the
We're doing hot. And this one's actually kind of fun. I had a lot of fun thinking about all these fucking things for these
Seriously.
topics. So I'm excited to bring them up today.
Yeah, so we're doing our favorite consoles of all time, and we're also doing weird games, bizarre games you've probably never heard of, or just the most outlandish things, or whatever. We're gonna have our own definitions of weird, so we'll get to those when we get to those.
For sure. All right.
Yeah, what do you want to start with?
There's no house cleaning we're doing, guys. As usual, if you want to contact us, we're on Instagram, TikTok,
Yes.
Facebook, all that shit. Soul of a Gamer podcast at gmail.com, all that crap. If you want to reach out, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you. So any game
bud.
suggestions we likely will put on our list. So just reach out.
Put them on there. I promise. I
We
guarantee.
will.
We will.
But yeah,
Unless
let's
it's a
just jump
multiplayer
right
game, and
into
then we
this,
probably
I
won't.
guess. We want to start with bizarre games.
Sure, let's get the weird ones out of the way. I'm sure this is
I
what
wanna
everyone
start
wants
with
to hear
bizarre. I have
anyways.
some fun ones. I'm curious too, guys. Please reach out if you have played any of these games, or if you're watching this on TikTok. Comment. I am so curious on my first one. If anyone but me has ever played this game.
Do you want to go first then?
No, you go first. I wanna
Okay.
save this. This is gonna be
Should I
fun.
go with my most outlandish one, or a more of a safe one first?
Whatever you want. This one's outlandish. This one I feel like is gonna take a very specific person who has played
Okay.
this before.
Same here. I only played this with a friend because we were having a game night. A friend's brother came to the house with a PC with this on it. I didn't even realize this was a Steam game, and it's like a party game. This game is called Genital Jousting.
Okay. Is it like Joust, like that, like
It is
arcade type
a
game?
Mario Party kind of esque, like bunch of different mini games kind of game where you're playing as a penis with a asshole.
Okay. I don't know
And
if I
you-
like what you're giving me right now.
It's out there. It also does have a story mode as well. But so talking points for the game. It came out in 2016. Developers Free Lives. It's same folks who made the game Broforce. Never played that one. And it
Never
is on
heard of it.
Steam for about $8. But you control a floppy penis with a butt, and your goal: penetrate and not be penetrated. It's like a Mario Party, but everyone's ashamed of playing it.
All right.
There's a story mode, and yes, it's got a heartfelt story. It follows John, a penis searching for love and acceptance before his high school reunion. As ridiculous as it seemed, the game
I don't
weirdly tackles.
understand, but okay.
As ridiculous as it seems, the game actually weirdly tackles masculinity, shame, and vulnerability. It's got a hilarious physics engine with floppy and chaotic penises
Okay.
that are really kind of hard to control and move around. And trying to move with any grace is impossible. And it was the first Steam game to ever include full penetration mechanics. And
My
Valve let it
God.
happen.
Valve is so crazy, dude. They're such fun. They're fun guys, but they are fucking out of their minds.
I've played this once for like 2 hours one night with like 5 people, and this was with my brother and his roommate John when he lived. So if you remember John,
Yeah.
it was John's brother, I think, that came over to the house with this, and we had, I think, 6 or 7 of us playing this game all connected, and it's the most ridiculous. The sound effects are gross and disturbing. You literally are trying to just fuck each other in the ass.
Okay.
Dude, I don't even know. Like, this is one of those games that, like, I've been waiting to find a way to talk about it on this podcast, but I didn't know where it would fit in, and it had
Well,
to
it
just be
fits in.
here.
It fits into bizarre games for sure.
Oh, yeah. But it is
Mine's
a
a
real
lot
thing.
safer than that one, I feel like.
This is definitely my most disturbed one on the list by far. The other ones are a lot more tame, but I had to bring up this one because it's like the shock factor of it alone. I'm like, people will probably go up to the store and be like, "This isn't real," and then they'll see the pictures and the videos, and they're like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Yeah.
All right, well, I'll come at you with one I don't think you've probably played. Maybe you have. This one's called Cartoon Orbit.
No, I don't think I have.
This was an online trading card simulator game on
Okay.
cartoonnetwork.com.
Ooh.
The cards were like in little circles
Okay.
and you'd get rarity values off the cards. I played it for a little while when I was a kid. I didn't quite
Mhm.
understand what I was doing, but in the end you're just collecting cards and then battling each other and such. But they had a complete trading system, they had a complete battle system, they had a complete like
Dang.
rarity system in it. Yeah. Super interesting. And you'd collect your favorite cartoons from Cartoon Network. So you had like Cow and Chicken cartoon, you
Okay.
had Powerpuff Girl characters, Ed, Edd and Eddy characters, like
Johnny
Dexter's
Bravo.
Laboratory. Wait, what?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo was in there, yes. Like, so they really made it an interesting thing. And like, I don't remember too much about the battling system. I don't think I really got into it because I didn't even understand how to collect the cards, to be honest.
Okay.
But I kind of want to go and find like someone's remake of this and try it out again because it, like, I
That'd be
have fond
interesting.
memories of like opening up packs and collecting cards because you had like kind of like today's daily login shit. They had it back
Mhm.
then too, only it was way harder to keep track of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be a fun
Okay.
one just to jump back into, and I am curious if anyone else had ever played Cartoon Orbit before on the old
Yeah.
cartoonnetworkgames.com site.
Let us know. I'm curious about that one
Please,
too.
I'm super curious, and if you did, if you liked it, because I remember liking it, but I don't remember too much about it. But it was one of the weirdest things I ever got into as a kid, because the normal games for Flash games were all like, "Well, jump on this and fight these villains and do this thing."
Fair. Fair.
Oh,
Okay. Good pick. Good pick. My next one is one that we've played, and this one just really is bizarre. Speaking of simulation kind of style games, Goat Simulator, developed by Coffee
very
Stain
bizarre.
Studios. Yeah, released in 2014. Originally was just a joke prototype. Even people loved it so much though they made a full release of the game, bugs included, on purpose. You're a goat. You headbutt people, you lick things, and drag them around, and you can summon Satan and become a jetpack goat. That's about it. The tone's 100% parody, pokes fun at glitchy games like Skyrim, Tony Hawk, and Janky Charm of early sandbox titles. And with all the DLCs, apparently there's a Goat MMO simulator, which is a WoW parody. There's Goat Z, which is a zombie mode. There's Waste of Space, which is a sci-fi mode. And each one ramps up the absurdity, and some of them even make it like more role-playing style and stuff. And I'm like, what in the world?
No, I mean
And
it's
then
Goat Simulator.
they made a sequel, which is Goat Simulator 3, because there is no 2, and they just apparently doubled down and even added co-op. I haven't played the third one yet, but it's
Yeah,
just
I
random.
feel like I did play the third one at some point. I don't remember when I would have done that, but I feel like I did.
You might have. I think it might have been on Game Pass when it first released, but I don't.
Maybe.
I didn't
I
play it
don't,
when it first came out.
I don't remember. I remember in the first one you find the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or whatever. The guy's dressed as the TMNT in the sewers
Oh
of that
yeah, I
city.
think yes. That's
Yeah,
right. Yep.
yeah, and they have like a pet rat or something. I can't
Well, and
remember
there's like the
exactly, but
Dead
it was
Mouse
fun.
concert
Yeah,
on top of that building that you have to like have that whale blow you out its blowhorn
Yep.
or blowhole to get you up to it, and then like you can wear Dead Mouse's helmet if you headbutt him, and then you control the party everywhere you go.
Yep.
What the
It's
fuck
so
is this
fucking
game?
weird. What a weird game. All
Oh,
right, well
such a weird one.
that one is weird. I'm gonna give you one that's a little weirder. Now, I never really
Okay.
played this game all that much. It was so fucking weird I couldn't understand how to play it. And it's a World of Keflings.
World of Keflings. I've heard of this one.
You remember this one? It was big on Xbox 360.
No, I don't think I ever played it, but I have heard of this one at least.
Yeah, it was like, to me, what it seemed like was like, God, what was it? My mom played these stupid fucking games back in the day, and they were so dumb. And the whole
Okay.
point is you buy a space with real money, and you can put all your online shit in that space, and you can buy different skins and avatars. And I'm trying to
Hmm.
remember what those games were called, but like it was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And she would like spend thousands of dollars doing this. Like it was insane how much money she put into it. And she'd brag about it. She's like, look at this face I have on right now. This cost $2,000. And I'd be like, what? Why would you spend that on this? The World of Keflings kind of resonates the same thing. You have like a little
Okay.
town, I think you're building up, but you need resources. And the only way to get resources is like to pay, I think.
Interesting.
If I remember right, again, it's been a while since I touched it, but I remember jumping into it thinking, okay, this might be a fun, cool, like strategy builder game. And then it turned out, no, this is not fun at all. In fact, it's just fucking weird and it seems like a money pit. But it was a very weird game, weird to the point where I don't know how to explain it like in a good way to people. Maybe it got better as time went on, and I played it when it first fucking came out, which I think was on 360. If that
Okay.
is the time period, because that's when I first got my 360 too. Um, yeah, I might actually turn on my 360. I have it downloaded still. Maybe I jump back in and see how it is.
I was gonna say I don't even know what it's really about.
Honestly, I have no idea. I just know it's a World of Keflings.
Okay.
I probably put about an hour or two into it and then I stopped forever.
Fair. Next game for me is actually another game that I have never played, but I wanted to bring it up because I heard about this recently and I can't believe it's a real thing. We talk about tycoon games recently. There's a tycoon game that I was very shocked to find, Toilet Tycoon.
Oh, is it not? I thought you were going to say Terrorist Tycoon. It's like,
Oh
okay,
no.
I would be very shocked to find Terrorist Tycoon. Let's see.
I mean, that would be very shocking. I'm
That
not gonna
would be
lie, that would
very
be pretty crazy.
shocking.
Developer was Anvil Soft, and it was released in the early 2000s for PC and Windows. The premise is that you build and manage the most profitable and disgusting chain of public toilets in the city.
Disgusting.
I
The
don't
most
know.
profitable, but also fuck you. It's disgusting. Like what?
You choose between different toilet types, squatters, bidets, golden toilets, and you can have different toilets in different areas. So, like, you want the rich areas to have better toilets. You want the poor areas. You don't care about the toilets. You're just trying to get people in and out. Apparently, it features things like music, air fresheners, different urinal cakes you can have, and there's even sabotage in the game. You can compete against rival toilet empires by planting poop bombs or infecting their stalls with parasites
Nice.
and
Yeah, that
do
makes
real
sense.
business
Have
tactics.
some lampreys or whatever they are that go in your toilet and like touch your
Dude,
taint or whatever.
I'm like, what in the world? Apparently, also, there's random events where customers can sue you. They can go on peeing rampage or clog your toilets with mysterious objects if they don't like your toilets.
Throw like a M80 or whatever they are down the toilet.
Everyone says it's like it's ugly, it's crude, it's weird. It's a German game, but it's oddly strategic and kind of fun. And I'm like, what is this
If they
game?
say so. Doesn't sound very fun, but if they say so.
I was watching some of the gameplay and like watching like the saboteurs like come up to the toilets. It's just like watching like those little big. I'm
It's
a
like
little
the
sneaky
Sims
bee.
on the
Yeah, like
Sims when you
kind of
would
like the
send like
burglars and shit.
the burglars are sneaking through.
Yeah, and you're just like, what the fuck? So yeah, I
Okay.
saw that and I was like, what is this? This okay? Okay.
All right. All right. Okay. Well, now let's talk about. You've played Super Smash, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know Super Smash. What is Super Smash missing?
Besides some characters?
It's missing guns, Steven.
Oh,
Guns.
it's missing
So
guns.
when you
Star
throw
Fox has a
gun,
gun.
Yeah, well, when you throw all characters with guns into Super Smash, you get a game called Small Arms. This is a game that was on the Xbox 360 arcade. It was
Okay.
never very big, and I never got too into it because it's really fucking weird and it's hard to play. But essentially, you play as little animal critters that have guns attached to their body.
Oh,
So the
all
cat
right.
has like a chain gun as an arm. Like, it was a really weird
Okay.
game, and, like, I bought it because it was cheap, and at that point in my life, I didn't have any money, and I was just looking for something to do.
Oh, dude, I bought so many cheap games for those
Right, it's
exact
like it was
reason.
like a buck on sale or something on the 360 platform, and I'm like, "Well, this is kinda like Nintendo-ish. This is like Super Smash Melee. Maybe I'll have fun with this one." And it was nothing like Super Smash Melee. In fact, it's really hard to play. It's a game I still have on my 360. I probably should go back in and, like, give it another shot and see if I can figure it out now, but I struggled so much. I put hours into this game, and I still
Okay.
have no idea what the 3rd level looks like.
Interesting. So, what other creatures were there? You said there was a cat with like a chain
Yeah,
gun
they're
or
all
whatever.
just tiny creatures like that. It was like a squirrel, I think, was in there. I have to look at
Okay.
the roster again. It's been a long time since I touched it, but it's one of the most bizarre games I've ever played for like a fighting style, like beat 'em up game. It's just
There's a
so
lot of
fucking
bad beat 'em
weird.
ups, but I mean, some of there's so many bad beat 'em ups, and then there's all the ones that you never hear about that you like. How bad were those ones if I don't
Yeah.
even know about them?
We should do small arms one day for the podcast or as like a bonus episode or something, just to have fun with it.
Dude,
Just
I
so you
think
can
that's what we have
see
to
my
do. We have to do
pain.
these like bizarre, random bullshit
Yeah.
games no one's ever heard
Yeah.
about as like bonus
I
episodes.
wonder how many people have heard of small arms. I'm honestly curious about that one too. Like, who the fuck knows what that is?
No, seriously, if you let us know with all these, are going to keep saying it this episode, but we are really curious to know for these ones.
Yeah, these random jewels we find that we didn't like all that much.
Another one, and this is another one that we played, and this is a dating simulator that we played that I had to bring onto the list because it's one of the most bizarre plot premises ever. Hatoful boyfriend.
I thought you were gonna say Dead by Daylight dating simulator.
Oh, hooked on a feeling. I mean, that one's great.
Hooked on you. Hooked on you.
That one's another one that's definitely weird. But I think Hatoful boyfriend takes the cake with weirdness, especially because of how more robust the story is. There's 16 different dating options. I heard there's also multiple different versions of the game. There's a second version of the game apparently as well that I think is only in Japan, possibly. And yeah, so I heard there's two different styles of it, and then yeah, there's the 16 different dating options, but you have to do every one of the 16 different dating options to unlock the real story. That's another full long story after that, and it gets pretty ridiculous. But the whole premise is you're a human girl at an elite school for pigeons, and you date birds, romantic birds, and some wear little hats.
And Steven didn't do what I did, but I put the full like 60 hours into that game, and I got the
You're right.
secret ending. It was actually really fucking that game is fucking crazy. The ending is
Yeah.
so insane. Like,
Yeah, the secret horror route that it goes and
oh
turns
my
into like a
god,
psychological dystopia. It's
it is so fucking
ridiculous.
weird.
But it's one of those games that like I do want more people to play because it is one of those things that's so bizarre. And I think dating simulators, I wish they were more popular because some of them are so unique and so fun and have different dynamics to it. And I don't know,
I
it's
mean,
just like
Doki Doki Literature Club, I mean, that was like a weird fucking
I want to play that one again.
yeah,
That's one
that one
we have on our list to do again at some point because we
yeah.
did it on our original podcast, but now we're gonna do it revamped.
It's just such an interesting fucking game, like, honestly, very interesting.
Well, and Doki Doki is actually one of those rare ones that went so viral for dating simulators. Like a lot of dating simulators have like 2 to 10,000 reviews on Steam. Doki Doki has over 200,000 reviews.
Yeah.
Like it's not even
Dating sims are
close.
weird, and that one especially is weird. Like, my problem with these ones too is I kinda want it just to be a dating sim, and it's not. I'm like, "But I really wanted to get with Naruki, come on!"
Yeah. No, I definitely I get that to an extent too, and almost it would be funny if they actually just released a just dating sim version of the
Yeah.
game. Like, we're gonna take out the horror, and you're gonna actually just date the girls.
Yeah. See, and because I really liked it in Dream Daddy, because you can do the secret
Yes,
horror ending, but honestly, doing the individual daddy stories too, that's kind of fun. It's
they
almost
were.
better, honestly.
Honestly, and a lot of those besides getting to, like, the horror cult ending kinda stuff, they were just genuine, and they were fun, and they were, like, kinda romantic for some of them, and some of them
Yeah.
were weird and quirky, but it was definitely a great time.
For sure. All
Yeah.
right, I'll come at you with my last one. This one people probably have heard of. It was a pretty big, I say big, a pretty okay Game Boy Advance game, Digimon Battle Spirit.
Okay, okay.
This
Never
is
played any
one
of
of
the Digimon games.
this one's weird. It's like a beat 'em up game of sorts. Like you're in a 3D battle with another Digimon and you hit them, and when you hit them they drop orbs. And the point of the game is either to win more orbs than your opponent by the end of the timer or hit a certain amount of orbs, which I
Oh,
think might have been 600.
interesting.
So
Okay.
every time you hit a creature, like, but it barely feels like a Digimon game for that reason. Like it's more
Yeah,
like it was such a weird concept, and I played it and I bought it, and I remember going to Game Crazy and being like, "Oh, Digimon! I'm watching the new season of Digimon right now. I want this game right now."
right.
And then just playing it and being like, "This was a huge letdown," because you almost want it to be like a Pokemon game, and then it ends up being like a fucking random fucking melee game. Like it's
Yeah,
very
so,
strange.
you mean melee so you're saying, like, beat 'em up, is it kinda like the, like, Scott
So-
Pilgrim kinda games, Double
No, it's kind
Dragon,
of like Super
Battletoads?
Smash Bros.
Oh, one of those
Like
kind of, like,
you're
fighting games.
you're in yep, you're in a like a very restricted area. You're fighting one other Digimon, and whoever gets the most orbs at the end of the battle, which you hit, then pick up the orbs they drop, you win.
Okay,
Yeah, I think this was popular in Japan because in Kingdom Hearts 2, they had a similar contest thing going on for the beginning of the game. So I
okay.
think it must have been a popular Japanese thing. Because otherwise,
Possibly.
I'd never seen games that use these orbs kind of collectathon things in a fighting like atmosphere, you know? Like it's
That's
just
very
kind of
interesting.
weird.
And I would have thought that every Digimon game would have been more like Pokemon too.
Yeah,
That's
right. But
very
it's not.
bizarre.
This one's more like Super Smash, more
But
like
I
Small
mean, I
Arms.
guess even Pokemon has like what was it, Pokemon Tournament and Pokken and
Yeah, but they're not nearly like Digimon never went the Pokemon route. There's no real like RPG with Digimon, which I always thought was weird because I feel like the idea should be there, the right attitude is there, but for some reason they've never crossed over into that realm.
yeah. I wanted to get into Digimon, but my parents didn't allow us to watch it. They didn't allow us to watch Pokemon either.
I mean, Digimon
But
was awesome. The first 4 or 5 seasons of Digimon, like, the first 2 are just back to back, right? They're both
mhm.
Digimon seasons of the original story. The 3rd is fucking sweet. I think the 3rd was the one where, the Digimon world is kinda collapsing, and Digimon are coming into the real world, and they had, like, the dinosaur dude and the bunny dude and the weird fox lady Digimon, and each trainer could, like, fuse with their Digimon to become better Digimon.
Okay.
It was weird, and then the 4th season is fucking wildly cool. You literally
Okay.
had, like, humans becoming Digimon, essentially. It was super
Interesting.
interesting, like, the whole thing is
Okay.
fucking interesting, to be honest.
Hmm. Never really got into it, so it's interesting hearing some of the lore at least.
Yeah,
Some of
like,
the
the
things.
original ones are just cool because it's like, "Agumon Digivolve to Greymon." Like, that's just like, seeing that little animation, and you know that's, like, purely Pokemon inspired, which is the
Yeah.
funniest part, but then the rest of it's not Pokemon inspired at all, which I really appreciated. They evolved, you know?
Fair, fair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that concludes our weird games. So
Oh,
again,
by
let
the
us
way,
know.
just so you
Oh,
know, Digimon Battle Spirit, I think, had 5 or 6 sequels.
really?
Yeah, I think so. I know it at
Jeez.
least went to 3 because they did the same thing that Mega Man and Pokemon do.
Okay.
They, released number 1, then number 2, then number 3 for some reason had red version and green version.
No.
Mega Man
Okay.
Zero Mission did the same shit. They went 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one had white and black.
Interesting. I don't know
Yeah, it
why
was
so many
stupid. I
games
don't
do
know.
that. So
I
weird.
it's like it's just trying to, like, capitalize on Pokemon, I feel like, half the time
Yeah.
because
Fair.
they do it well.
Fair.
All
All
right, you
right,
want to jump
so
into favorite systems?
yeah, let's get right into their favorite consoles.
Yeah, you know what? Favorite consoles is hard, guys, because
It
I
is.
think we all play so many consoles that we tend to like say like I'm a PlayStation guy or I'm an Xbox guy. Well, I'm a PC guy, and we don't really consider well, we actually like everything about all the fucking consoles. So I'm a
I
console
agree,
guy.
but because of the gamers we are, because we're both the kind of gamers that have pretty much tried to have every console
Yeah.
ever and try to play everything. But there are a ton of people that only play one console.
Yeah,
Like
it's
my
silly.
brother-in-laws, they only have a PlayStation. They've only really ever had a PlayStation. They had one Xbox their entire life.
I blame the console wars of the early 2000s. I think they
Seriously
really
though.
alienated people and like just understanding that every console is okay to own.
Yeah, well, and it always became a battle of the exclusives and like
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusives and Nintendo exclusives are just unmatched. They just are. Like Xbox had like 4 or 5, and even all those 4 and 5 aren't even exclusives anymore, so Xbox
Which
doesn't
is
really.
actually Xbox is the best one in my opinion for that
Yes.
because they're not making things exclusive. They're like, "No, let's just share the
Well,
fucking wealth here."
PlayStation actually just announced that they're gonna be putting almost everything, all the exclusives on every console in the next
Yeah.
couple years.
Yeah,
So,
because
we're
they are
getting
realizing
Spider-Man and
because
Last
they're
of Us
they're
on the
literally
Xbox.
realizing like, why the fuck are we shafting the amount of money we can make by only putting it
Seriously
on
though.
this fucking console? Let's just make money.
I actually heard something recently, and I'm not a Jay Leno fan necessarily,
Yeah.
but I heard him talking about how a lot of people in like late night television are kind of failing right now because they alienate half of the audience. They are
Yeah.
really showing all of their views and having half of the world hate them at all times. He's like,
Yeah.
when I was doing TV, I would try to make fun of both sides equally, so that way both people would think I would hate them, and both people would always be watching, and I always had the entire audience. And that's what you want. You want to have the biggest audience you can. And so don't alienate yourself to just a single audience. And that's what I didn't
Sure.
like about just only playing one console.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, I'll start this off with my favorite console of all time. This is the console I've probably bought the most. I own
Okay.
two of them right now. I also I had a really cool one back in the day and I really wish I still had one. What is it?
Is it a Sega?
No, actually it's the Game Boy Advance SP. So this is
Interesting.
before Nintendo really fucked over everyone, right? Nintendo had some cool ideas coming into the 2000s. The GameCube, really, I fucking loved. The Game Boy, one of the best fucking like handheld consoles of all time. And then they bring out the Game Boy Advance, which was a lot of fun, but it's super fucking limiting. Like, it was so
True.
frustrating for me to have a Game Boy Advance, to run out of batteries, to know that my parents weren't going shopping that week, and to know that I won't be able to play my Game Boy Advance until I get more fucking batteries in a week.
I
You know
always
how
bought rechargeables for those reasons. I
you but
saved
you
up for them.
didn't you didn't have them back then. This is in the early 2000s. I'm
I don't
sure
know
they
when they
had
came
them.
out, but
I don't remember when they came out, but I'm sure that they were more expensive then because we never bought them. Uh,
I remember them being expensive. I remember, I think my
yeah,
first
but
pack I bought of them were like $40 for a
yeah,
4 pack.
yeah, but that's like we're talking like early 2001 and 2. Like this is I'm pretty sure they were either I'm sure they were around and I'm also sure they were very fucking expensive. So like with that, they finally come out with the Game Boy Advance SP, which is it comes with a rechargeable battery. That's the only thing I wanted. And I'm like, and there's a fucking backlight on the screen. So
The
now I
backlit
can
on the
play.
screen was
Yep.
the real
That's the
kicker.
shit back in the day. Cause you're like, so my, a friend of mine had his dad put in a backlight on his screen. He's like, it's really cool, but you know, it drains the batteries really fast because it wasn't a lithium based battery back then.
Yeah.
Um, and it was just so cool to see the backlight and just being able to play your Game Boy at night in your own bed, or
Yeah.
like buying the newest Pokemon game, going and playing it, and like this was the most fun thing ever. And I had the coolest version of this. It was a fucking like black and silver version where the base of it was black and the top of it was silver and it was
Okay.
so cool looking.
Nice.
And I regret it so bad because I went to a gas station and I don't know why the fuck I brought my Game Boy in. I don't understand me, but I
Yeah.
brought it in and I left it on the counter next to the soda machine. I got a soda and then we just left and I'm like, "Dad, I left my Game Boy." And we went back
Look.
and it was gone cuz why the fuck wouldn't you take it? It's right there.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
This is in Arizona and Arizona's a shithole. So
Ugh, that sucks. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's a great pick. That's a great
Yeah,
pick.
yeah, and, like, like I said, I own 2 now. I love the Game Boy Advance SP, it's awesome.
Fair. One of my favorite consoles, and this is probably the console that just really cemented me in the gaming hemisphere. I mean, this is the console that I think I have to amount most of my becoming a gamer to, and that's the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I can
Um,
see that.
Such amazing hit games. I mean, we had Ocarina of Time, GoldenEye, Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Banjo Kazooie, which is one of my all time favorites, Smash Bros. We had so much Turok. Like there was a ton of
Conker's
great
Bad Fur Day, I think, was on
Conkers.
the
Yeah.
N64.
Um, it was just one of those things, and it was one of the first because like, I remember playing multiplayer on, like, the Super Nintendo, but a lot of times it was still turn-based, or
Yeah,
you'd play really simple games on the same screen, but you wouldn't get to do too much. So this was the first, like, really couch co-op and split screen chaos fun that I ever had, and
you play,
especially
like,
with
the Mario
GoldenEye.
Kart battle version or whatever and have
Yeah,
fun, like,
dude.
taking down people's balloons.
Yes. And then, like, also, the first Rumble Pack and stuff like
Mhm.
that, you would put in the controller and
Oh
memory
my god.
cards for the first time, and this was,
Oh,
like
that was the dumbest thing in the world. I'm so glad we're done with
I
memory
hated it
cards.
too, but also because I remember, like, always having, like, 5 different memory cards, and you'd have to
Yeah.
write the games that you played on each one.
I loved how the rumble pack was separate from the controller too, which is
I
funny.
hated that though, because, like, you couldn't ever have, like you couldn't use your memory card and the roll back at the same time.
Yep. And it was even funnier because certain games needed the rumble pack on the controller in order to play the game. I think Donkey Kong 64 required it.
Think so, but,
Yeah.
I do remember they did come up with that Rumble Pack that also had the slot that you could also
Yeah.
do the memory card as well. But it's one of the jankiest controllers, and everyone will make fun of the controller, but it's
Yeah.
also it was such a great thing at the time, and it's a console I still own. Every time, mine goes kaput, I buy another one. I think I'm on my 3rd one, but
Why
I
don't you
still
repair
just
it? It's just those are really easy to repair.
well, a lot of times I, like, either got rid of it or someone grabbed it or someone, like
Yeah.
yeah, so
If you
whatever.
have a shitty N64 that doesn't work, guys, it is one of the easiest consoles to repair. There's not a lot of moving parts to it, so I would just do that yourself. Look up some videos online, and the repair parts are
Fair,
super fucking cheap for them.
fair. What do you got next?
All right, we're going to talk about the GameCube. Now, I didn't put
Figured you'd go there.
N64 on my list because I didn't really like the N64 all that much. The controller sucked, like you said, and the games they were good, but they were selective. With the GameCube, holy shit, did they go fucking wild? Like the GameCube's where Resident Evil 4 first came out on, which is fucking crazy to me. I cannot believe
Yeah,
that is like the opening to
yeah.
Resident Evil 4. It's the Kirby Air Ride was one of the most fun games you could ever fucking play in your life. Mario Kart Double Dash, one of the most fun games you could ever play.
I
Like,
love Budokai.
yeah, Budokai was on the GameCube. That was one of the best games ever. The GameCube was my first console that I really felt like was really fucking good. I mean, you had Pokemon Coliseum, you had Pokemon Gale of Darkness, XD, like you just so many cool games were out on this fucking console and it was so cool. And you talk about the memory card slot. Well, this one had a natural memory card slot easily put in. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure the controllers vibrated.
I
It's actually
can't
been a
remember
hot.
if they
Yes, they did. They
did,
did. They did.
but
Because I have I
I
have
didn't
one
really
right
like
now.
the
And
small disc. Like that was such a weird thing.
yeah, that was the weirdest part about it is like, now I feel like games are much more user friendly. They're trying to like stop making things so unique and start making them more like, okay, someone perfected this, let's just copy their perfection,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But back then everyone was trying to be unique. Even the game control is kind of fucky when you think about it. Like,
Oh, it's definitely funky. It's
yeah,
weird.
there's no proper left analog stick or right analog stick. I mean, instead you get the C button, which is
Hmm.
kind of the same, but not really because it's very different. But
Yeah.
other than that, like it was a really cool console. It had some really cool ideas and had some phenomenal games. If you guys have never played Custom Robo, that's one of the best games to ever come out on the GameCube, and I fucking love it.
Okay. I've never played that one.
It's
I didn't really
so
have a
good.
GameCube though. I think I had a GameCube maybe 3 months of my life. I had bought one from somebody, but then I got into a bad situation and had to sell it right
Yeah.
away.
I mean, I did that
But
with the Wii, but I sold it because it sucked. So I bought
I
it and
had
I
my Wii
thought
for a
like, "Oh,
long
this is
time, but I had the
cool."
special edition Walmart blue one, which I thought
Ooh.
was really cool until I realized it didn't play GameCube games like the other
Yep.
Wiis did. And I'm
That
like,
sucks.
what the fuck? Every other Wii does it but the Walmart edition. And
Yep.
that's why it was
Well,
so
and
cheap on Black
the Wii
Friday.
was just kind of a shitty honestly, I
Yeah,
did
still,
not like
the
the
Wii was a fun like party game to
Yeah,
play,
kind of.
mainly just Wii
It just they
Sports.
like, some of the games that came out on it were cool. Also, GameCube games, Metroid Prime and, Metroid Prime 2, which were fucking phenomenal. So,
True, true.
alright, what do you got for me next?
All right, let's go ahead and go with this one. Another personal favorite of mine. This one, I was talking about the console wars a little bit, talking about the exclusive, but PlayStation 3.
Worst console ever.
Oh, dude, this
Yes.
game, Last of Us, Uncharted 2, Demon Souls, Metal Gear Solid 4, Little Big Planet, like there's so many others.
Drake's Fortune, Uncharted, right?
Yeah, the remake of Shadow of the Colossus, I think, was on this as well.
Well, I mean, you can count. They've remade Shadow of the Colossus for every fucking PlayStation. Like,
I mean,
"Look,
that's
we
fair.
got a PlayStation 76 edition now."
Hey, at least it's not been remade as many times as The Last of Us has.
Yeah, I guess that's true. God, people.
It's
Chill
already
out
on
with
its
your
like
fucking
fourth
remake.
remake.
We added the fact that she can wink better. It's so super surreal, guys.
I wouldn't doubt that that's a thing that comes. But it was also one of the first Blu-ray supported consoles.
Yeah.
The PlayStation Network was free at the time. Uh,
Did
had
Xbox 360 have Blu-ray? I don't even remember.
uh,
Guessing not.
I was gonna say the original Xbox had the DVD kit that you had to buy that you had to plug into one of the controller slots.
It did?
And then the 360, I think, had just a normal DVD player, but I don't think it was Blu-ray.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I know the original Xbox had. Are you
but
sure you did?
but
Because you could just
the
put in
360 did
music.
have an attachment that you could buy for an HD movies that were their own things. They were in red cases instead of blue
Oh,
cases.
yeah, I forgot about
Zach,
those. Oh my
actually,
god.
our friend, had one of
Yeah.
these, and he
I
had a
mean,
bunch of these
later,
HD
remember
movies.
they changed it so then the Xbox 360 had an HDMI port, and then you didn't
Yeah,
need that anymore. So,
yeah, but
because mine has an
yeah, it was.
HDMI.
Well, and even those HD movies, they only lasted like a couple
About
of
a
years,
year.
and then they stopped making them
Yeah.
entirely. Like you can't
Yeah,
even
they
find
were
those
so
HD movies
stupid. I
anymore.
remember, our buddy's dad is very into DVD collecting, like, he thinks that it's more important to own these things, and
Yeah,
so you'll buy him a DVD, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited, I can watch this on my DVD player," and I'm like, "Why do you still own any of this shit, dude?"
I still own a
Like,
DVD player and a
I
Blu-ray
know,
player
I
and a
do
3D
too,
Blu-ray player.
but a lot of our shit we can just download onto a nice little hard drive and go through it and be fine, like, honestly, that's the way to do it, burn it onto a fucking hard drive.
Honestly, I've been doing. I still have a ton, like probably close to like 700 like DVDs, but like I've been digitally transitioning all mine from disc to digital with Voodoo and
Yeah.
Fandango. They have like a $2 thing. You scan the back of your DVD and then you pay $2 and you get a digital copy of it.
Oh, nice. I mean, yeah, I would just burn it, but you do you.
I'm not burning. I don't know, dude. I like being able to access it online wherever. Like I can log onto my
Yeah,
Voodoo account
you
and
could do
access
that in
all of my
cloud.
movies. I don't need to set up a cloud. I don't need to do
Yes, you
anything. They do all
do.
of that by themselves. I don't need to worry about it.
Alright, alright.
I like
You
it.
could do
It's
it all
easy.
yourself for a little bit cheaper, but it's not gonna be much cheaper.
It's not much, and it's more work.
Yeah. It just means you don't have to spend the $2 is all.
It's not that big of a deal to me, especially because like a lot of times I got these movies at like a used video store for $1 or
For
less.
sure.
So yeah, yeah.
Alright.
What's your next one?
My next one is going to be the Xbox 360. Now, this is
Well, I
gonna
was
get
gonna
some
say this one
heat.
too.
This is gonna get some heat, I feel like, because
Yes,
the
definitely.
Xbox 360, when it first came out, was a complete shit show. This was one of the worst
Only if you got the red
consoles,
ring of death.
which was literally what was the number? It was like, oh god, it's 7 in 10 consoles got the red ring because of
I
the
got lucky. I never had a single
yeah,
console. I've had
7 in
4 of
10 though.
these.
That's
I've had 4 of
majority.
them.
Yeah, I've had it several times. So the problem with the consoles is they knew that there was a bug in them, and
Yeah,
instead of fixing it and delaying launch, they wanted the launch to be when they said it was gonna be, and they just
yeah.
launched and said, "You know what? We they calculated that they would spend less in returns than they would in, right? That's what
True.
they calculated. They were very wrong. They were I can't remember. I watched a whole documentary on this and it was so fucking funny. It was like $20 million is what they expected the returns to be
Damn.
for the Xbox for the amount that would come back, which is a lot, but not a lot to them. And if they delayed, their delay would cost $50 million.
I mean,
Okay.
kind of makes sense from a business
It may,
standpoint.
yes, it makes sense until
Yeah,
you
yeah.
realize the return thing actually cost them over $500 million. Like they
Who
fucked up
who was wrong on the
majorly.
math on that one?
I don't know. I don't know how the math fucked up so bad, but it was like instead of repairing the consoles, which would have been cheaper likely, they were just resending out new consoles. Like because you
Ah,
couldn't.
so
Yeah, it was
yeah.
just it was so stupid, and like there were a ton of different issues. Like the hard drive looked really fucking dumb. Like this console
Eh,
really like when you
we're
got
talking about why
down to
it's
it,
our favorite though.
but when you got down to it, like this console really did suck. That's why I think it's gonna get some heat. The games that released on this console were fucking awesome. And
Yes.
the community that built around this console, like as soon as you got Halo 3, holy shit, your world changed. That was the
Yeah.
entire reason you got this console. Halo 3.
I
Like
mean,
Gears
Halo
of War
3,
coming
Gears of
out.
War, yeah.
Oh my
Red
god,
Dead,
like Red Dead
Mass Effect,
Redemption. Yep, Mass Effect. Like
Skyrim.
honestly, everything that came out on this console was fucking awesome, and the games were so inclusive. The Xbox Live made it just even more fun. Like, this was what you wanted from your console. Unfortunately, it got packed up by Microsoft, and Microsoft is known to like fuck things up a lot. So,
One thing I will say about the 360, which is also true of the PlayStation 3 that I didn't mention earlier, is that this is where achievements and trophies were both introduced to their
yes,
consoles.
which I
So
think
this is the
added
consoles
something,
that
but
I
also
think,
took something.
dude, I mean, both of those, I mean, whether you do achievements or trophies, I think that revolutionized a lot of like
Well, kind of,
completionist in
because
games.
remember, other games had them still. They just were inclusive to the games rather than inclusive to the environment.
Yes, but I mean, like a whole console-based
Yeah,
achievement thing where you could keep track of all of your scores from all games was only unique to these,
yeah,
and it started
for
here, and
sure.
that's really cool because honestly, that system is something I really love. I love being able to be like, I have a 128,000 gamer score, and then I hate seeing people like Ray from Rooster Teeth, who just I think like three
Who
years
doesn't have
back
a job? But add
who
that in,
3
he
years
does not
back
have a job.
got an award for having over 500,000 gamer score, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Holy
I wonder if
shit."
what that guy's doing. I wonder if he's still, like, streaming. We should look him up sometime.
One of the last times I saw something, he was still doing videos, but I don't
Yeah.
remember if he's still doing it today, but yeah.
Alright, yeah, but yeah, the 360, I think for both of us, this was a lot of fun. Like, this is where we kept in touch with a lot of friends. Xbox Live was awesome. You could buy games online, so you didn't have to go to the store. So I
Yeah.
moved to Indiana when I was, like, 17, and the nearest game store for me before I would ride my bike, this I could not ride my bike. It was, like, 45 minutes away on a bike ride.
Dude, I don't
So
have a game store.
that sucks. I mean, now you don't need one. Now you have Amazon.
I
But
know, but I wish I had one still. I like
yeah,
going
yeah.
into game stores, dude. I miss
But
going into GameStop.
like back in the day, we'd be able to like ride our bikes or walk down to the game store or
Hell
do
yeah.
whatever, and it was fun. It was fun. And when I moved, I wasn't able to do that. So the only way I could buy games was on the Xbox Live marketplace.
True.
So and then on 360, they made it really easy to buy games, which was nice. Not
And the
that I bought a lot
360
of
arcade
games,
was really
but
great too, with games
it
like
was.
Hexic and Zuma and
Yeah, and
Peggle and
this is where they introduced like games with gold, where they essentially gave you a free game once a month, and then they changed that to Game Pass a little bit later.
yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, it
games like
was
Castle Crashers and stuff too, where
yeah,
you play with
yeah,
all your friends.
like honestly, Xbox 360 did a lot of things right. I just think the start of it was so wrong and fucked people
Well,
over on it.
and it was kind of the end of LAN parties at the same time, was
Yeah,
around the time that 360 because LAN parties stopped. It's like when the
for
360
sure.
died.
Yes, but because it's easier to
Yeah,
be at
just
home
stay
altogether, because
home
it's
and play on
essentially a
your
LAN
own.
party. You're just on your own couch.
I know, but I kind of miss LAN parties sometimes. Like they were
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, they're fun. Just get a
Yeah.
bag of chips, get some tissues, and put your dick out, and then you feel like you're still at a LAN party.
Whose dick out was at your LAN parties?
What kind of LAN parties are you going to where your dick isn't out?
I mean, the chips make sense, but even playing online, I got people eating chips into their fucking microphone all the
Oh, I
fucking
love it.
time.
I do that to people all the time.
I know you
I'm just
do.
like, these Doritos are delicious.
Those and Whistlers can all
I love
fucking
making people
die.
get. I make people guess what chips I'm eating when I'm eating them based on how crunchy
What
they
kind of
are.
chip do you think this is?
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm the worst. I
This
love
probably
doing
sounded
it to
really
people.
awful in the audio right there.
It probably did. But yeah, all right. So we both had 360. What's your last one?
God, last one. I'm torn between two. I had two written down, and one's more of pure nostalgia, and one of them is just because I think it was revolutionary, but I kind of hate the company now. So I guess I'll just. They're both Nintendo, so I'll just go with it.
I kind of hate the company. Yep, everyone hates the company. Dude, all
Oh,
of mine
dude,
were fucking Nintendo too.
dude,
I used to love Nintendo and they
I
just
hate it.
fucked their
Like,
own fans.
oh, dude, I heard the worst news I just heard recently was there a bunch of people were preparing for a speedrunning event, and it was a speedrunning event for charity for Doctors Without Borders, and it's like a week-long event where a bunch of speedrunners all come down with a live crowd and try to get world records for all the fastest
Yeah.
speedruns. Nintendo sent him a message before the event saying, "You're not allowed to use any of our games, and you'll have to get permission on a game-by-game basis for us to allow you to have any Nintendo games being played during this event
Dude,
for charity."
see, the problem is, and you know what, maybe I'm being generalized here, but it feels like it's a Japanese issue, right? Because they're very like financially driven over there. Not that we aren't here, but they are so much so they're worried about their fucking like tiny bit of money they would gain
Well, and
for
it's like
and
you're
like what are
only
you
ever going
hurting?
to get more money from this.
Yeah.
Like people going to an event and watching speedrunning are probably going to feel inspired to play those games more than just if they
Well,
weren't doing it.
I'm sure they have numbers that say, "No, actually, people who watch play less, blah, blah, blah." But who gives a shit? You're getting a fucking audience. Be happy. Be happy someone's
They
playing your fucking
they just don't
game.
want other people to make money on their property, and it's
God, it's
really
just
annoying and sad to
yeah.
see. But
It's
like,
like
yeah,
back
they
in the
said
day, they were so cool, and now they're just such a shit company.
so. A few days before the event, they said that no Nintendo games are going to be played at all because it was just too quick of a time frame before the event
And
for them
fuck
to
them.
get anything
Don't give
legally
them any
done.
fucking recognition. Play
Yeah,
games that people worked hard on who are happy to watch you fucking play them.
right. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Nintendo Switch. It was the first one that actually I think really did do well with the handheld console that can also
Hmm.
be a dock. I think
Yeah.
that innovation was
What?
genius.
Not the Wii U?
No, fuck the Wii U. The Wii U sucked dick,
I've
dude.
heard
No one
nothing
bought
but
the
bad
Wii U.
things. A friend of ours bought the Wii U, but even
Yeah,
he said like,
Corwin.
"I kind of regret buying this thing."
The only time I thought it was kind of cool was like him using that as a controller in Super
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept to do, but you're right. The Switch really, they did a really good job perfecting like how the handheld feels on top of how the docking does, you
Well,
know?
and even like the controllers that you can split apart to two different separate controllers, or you can have all these different controller attachments. I really loved all that. Yeah, I know there was like stick drift people that had problems with. I never had stick drift problems. I've gotten
Yeah.
really lucky with my consoles, knock on
Yeah,
wood.
you again, it's just one of those things. You have to
But
take it apart. You have to clean the inside, and
yeah,
likely a stick drift to stop. Also, a lot of people get it after they have like really greasy food and they're fucking still playing their game.
yeah.
So
And I mean, like the games on it, we had Smash Ultimate, we had the new Animal Crossings, we had Metroid Dread, which everyone says is like absolutely amazing. Super
mhm.
Mario Odyssey, which is one of the best Mario games we had in a long, long time. Breath of the Wild, which I didn't like because of the weapon degradation
Yeah,
system,
but
but
people love that game.
everyone loves that game.
Yeah,
Like there is a ton, and like one of the things that sucks with Nintendo is as much as I don't like their money tendencies and their business tendencies and how much stuff they do make absolute gold when it comes to their games
kind of.
sometimes.
So
Sometimes.
what they do, they buy the studios, so all they can do is make the games for them,
Well, yeah, I
and
know.
which is a big problem for me because I'd rather have them like just license the game and let it be on their Switch, but also be on the fucking Xbox, but also be on the PlayStation. Like, why are
I
you
mean,
so selfish? Stop
dude, if
buying
Nintendo ever
studios.
drops their shields and lets them be on other things, that would be the day I would be the happiest gamer I'd ever been at that moment because that's the dream, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they still haven't even released fucking the original Pokemons on the Switch, and they've already done it for the other fucking for
Yeah.
the DS and shit. So I don't know why they don't do it.
Yeah. But I mean, I even with the Nintendo Switch, I got a really awesome Nintendo Switch when we first got ours. We got the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Switch that's
Nice.
half Pikachu, half Eevee, and it's got
Yeah.
the yellow and brown controllers and everything about it. Like I always loved the special editions of Nintendo consoles too. Like my Nintendo 3DS, I got the 25th anniversary Super Mario Brothers edition.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Like I just love how unique even the consoles and like the way the
I mean, they always look
cosmetics
great.
are.
You think of
They're
like
so
the Pikachu N64 console back in the day. That one looked fucking phenomenal. That had some great colors.
Mhm.
The Xbox and PlayStation just don't do it that well. They do have some
Yeah,
cool colors for alternates, but not as well as Nintendo does. The only problem
yeah,
is Nintendo is a shitbox who's fucking selfish and doesn't love gamers, just loves money.
yeah.
Just
And one of my favorite Pokemon mechanics was the Pokeball controller that you could have. It was a little
yeah.
controller that you could
Mhm.
use to play Pokemon Let's Go and
Oh
Pikachu
my
and
god.
Eevee.
I never
And you
played
could
it. I just
also,
refused to.
with the Pokemon Go mobile game, you could put your Pokemon in the Pokeball and you could carry them around and do walking as a pedometer with that thing as well. And you could use that controller to, you
I
could
like
just
how that
click
was
it.
already done for Heart Gold and Soul Silver in like 2009.
Dude, I know, but I love that they re-brought it back,
Yeah.
like a 3D Pokeball instead of the flat Pokeball,
I still have
like the
that thing. I still
Tamagotchi.
have my little Pokewalker.
Dude, I had one. I think moving somewhere, one of the times I moved, I either lost it or someone took it or something. Like I
Sucks.
had the old box with everything, like
See, and
still
I
mint
you know
condition,
what's
and
funny
I
is I
don't know
had
where
the
that.
box for my Heart Gold, but I don't actually have the case. I have no idea where the case is.
Weird,
Right? Isn't that weird? I have the fucking original box. I have the Pokewalker. I have the game. I just don't have the case. I have no idea what I did with it.
crazy,
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
guessing I lent it to someone with a different game in it, and then I just forgot that I did that. Best
Yeah,
guess.
that's probably yeah fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
that's what we got.
I
Do
think
you have
that's all
another
we
one?
got. Um, I'll give a shout out to the DS. I really did like the DS when
Yeah.
it first came out. I thought it was a lot of fun. It did have my favorite Pokemon on it, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
I also like
Um,
3DS. I like 3DS more than the
yeah,
DS.
like that. Like I said, Nintendo did a really good job for a long time, and then they've just in the last 10 years dropped the fucking ball
I
on
mean, 3DS
being
has probably
assholes.
3DS has probably my favorite Zelda game of all time, Link to the Past.
Yeah, Link to the Past was so fucking good too. Yeah,
Or Link Between
it's
Worlds, I mean, Link Between Worlds. Link Between
yeah,
Worlds.
yeah. Though
Yes.
that's the one where you're in the dark world and in the
You can
light
go
world, right?
flat and you can like
Yeah.
2D on the
Yeah. Yep.
wall and then
Yep.
go into the
Yep.
cracks and go into the dark realm. Oh,
So
it's the
cool.
coolest
So
one,
cool.
dude. It's
When
I
you get
love that one
turned
so
into like a
much.
painting essentially.
Yes. That one
Yeah.
is it's by far one of my favorites. One of the most unique mechanics. It's cool story. I love that one so much. I wish
Yeah.
they'd do a full console version of that one.
That'd be cool, but they won't because they're
I know.
selfish and they're Nintendo. So,
No, I know, I know.
all right, guys. Well, that was it. That was our hot takes. We hate
Yes.
Nintendo. Hot takes. I don't know if we've said it enough on this podcast, but I fucking
I
can't
don't believe
stand
you did.
Nintendo.
We also sucked their dick quite hardly. So
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I mean, I used to love them. They were great back in the day, and now I just feel like they suck. So
yeah,
sue me.
fair.
Don't
All
sue
right.
me, Nintendo. Please don't sue me.
And next week we're gonna play a Nintendo game. So
We are playing a Nintendo game,
we're gonna be
so
playing Pokemon Red, Green, Yellow, or Blue. One of the four.
yes. All right, guys. We will catch you on the next one.
Yes.
Bye.
Love you.
Meow.